everyone, and welcome back to the Marketer of the Day podcast. And I have a quick question for you. Are you nervous, scared, uncertain, frustrated about starting a new business or growing your business? Would you like help in getting things off the ground and getting the phone to ring? Well, if so, this is the perfect podcast episode interview for you to be watching or listening right now. We have Charlie Diamond on the line, who has made it his personal mission to get 1,000 entrepreneurs to make $1,000 a day for 1,000 days. It is his $1 billion challenge. We're going to be hearing all about life struggles, setbacks, business problems, and more. Charlie Diamond, glad to be talking to you.
Hi, Robert. How are you?
I am super great today, and I know that you are as well, but you are not without your various life struggles. So can you tell us all about yourself and like what you're all about and what has you excited these days?
Yes, thank you. Well, myself, I'm running a digital marketing agency and consultancy, and I focus on online education and coaching, and also running a multimedia production, promotion, and publishing company. So a couple of years ago, I was supposed to speak on a big stage in London, UK, and in front of 750 internet marketers. I was also planning to launch my new book at the time on that stage. And while I was preparing the event with my team, I got a phone call 2 weeks before the actual event, and they told me that my spot on stage had been given to somebody else, and I was not welcome at that event. I lost my temper for like about 2 minutes, and then I left my team and I sat on a table with a white piece of paper, and in 20 minutes I had designed a new business plan and I decided to be independent of other event organizers and start organizing my own events. And I was operating in the UK at the time, and I came up with that idea of the $1 billion challenge because I knew already that to make money online, to be profitable and sustainable, you need to have a business, but I mean a proper business. And so I thought if I can help 1,000 people to make $1,000 a day for at least 1,000 days, so a little bit under 3 years, I would have a $1 billion company running for myself, and I would have helped to create 1,000 businesses and more. So
fantastic. So you're saying so $1,000 a day. What elements are involved in this? What is the path to getting to $1,000 per day?
Well, I'm fortunate to be operating in the most important niche in the world, and that's the niche of local businesses. As a matter of fact, 96% of companies in the world are local businesses or small and medium-sized businesses. And so people like you, other internet entrepreneurs, they're also business owners, and they are making money through business profits, right? And I know that a lot of people are convinced they have to start a business, but they don't know how. It's a lot of hassle. It costs a lot of money. It takes a lot of time. And since I had that experience in the past, I thought I would copy paste let's say my part, like you said, and help other people be successful online. And at the time, and still today, so I run a digital marketing company that focuses on generating leads for business owners. So as you know, the lifeblood of any business is their customers, their clients, their patients. And people struggle nowadays to find new customers and buying leads online. So since I am producing thousands of leads actually every day, I can share them with 1,000 other entrepreneurs easily. Now, my customers, they are business owners, and they spend $2,500 a month or more on leads with my company. So I thought I would share 20% of my revenue with this 1,000 future internet millionaires, right? And
Okay.
so 20% of 2,500 is $500. So if I can put 60 of my clients under every one of these 1,000 entrepreneurs, that would mean that they make 60 times $500. That's $30,000 per month or $1,000 per day. Okay. So actually what we have here is not a promise. It's just a business that is already running and that is willing to share 20% of its revenue for the coming 3 years. Okay.
Okay.
With these 1,000 candidates. Now, of course, I will start with a course, a 3-month course, and these people will learn how to set up a business that is successful, and I mean financially successful, so profitable from day one and making $1,000 a day. Now, you know, setting up a business is not just getting started. It's also getting funded. It's also marketing the business, expanding the business, scaling the business, and so on. And so I know I will have to coach or accompany these future entrepreneurs for a longer time than 3 months, right? So it will be for the better part of 3 years. So we will help them set up their company properly, legally, of course, with the necessary bank accounts. We will help fund their company. We will give them customers, product, services, and also we will help set up a business of their own. Okay, so whatever their business may be, they may have no idea today, but maybe tomorrow, we will help them set it up and make it profitable from day one. Now, how will I do that? Behind or beyond the challenge, I mean, is after the course by helping them, teaching them how to market certain niches, and especially the niche of their choice. Okay, because
And so you mentioned these certain niches. So am I understanding you right? You mentioned these local businesses, and when I hear local business plus a niche, I think like a dentist or a chiropractor or something like that. Is that the kind of niches that you go after?
Absolutely, and much more, because at present we have more than 280 niches in our portfolio. So it can be the dentist and the surgeon, but it can be the dog walker or the nurse also. And so we have designed a specific client getting website for each of these niches, through which we channel actually the phone calls of prospects.
Okay.
So it can be actually any niche imaginable.
And so these client gating websites that you create, are they like lead capture forms where someone fills in the phone number and then they end up calling, or like what are these websites look like and what do they do?
Okay, so these websites are based on a certain template that we have designed and that is working very well. But these websites also are filled with real content from the head start, with real content, right? So the content has been written by professionals, so by medical people, by legal people, etc., etc. So by people from the field. It's a full-fledged website that is not designed to replace the company's website, but that we put, if you will, in front of any other business website. We send the traffic to these websites and they can fill in a form, of course. We use drop-down menus, we use a call to action, but the main button, the most important button is the phone call. So with one click, we transfer the phone call to this business owner, so to our customers.
Okay.
And so we have a perfect view over how many customers are calling our clients. And so we can charge them accordingly on a weekly basis, not even on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis.
And so how are you getting traffic to these sites? It's one thing to say you make a website, you create content, but then are you doing search engine optimization? Are you doing pay-per-click? Are you buying leads? How do you get people, prospects from where they are to these websites to then get to the phone call?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Actually, to our clients, it doesn't matter where these leads are coming from. So actually, it's also not a sales point. I mean, it's not important because our customers, they want results. So they want, so let's say the architect, he expects a phone call from prospects who are interested in building a house. You understand?
Okay.
So where it comes from is not that important, but I will answer your question. So we use every trick in the book. It can be Facebook marketing, it can be YouTube, it can be LinkedIn, it can be magazines, it can be a lot of, it can be chambers of commerce, a lot of things. But actually the key element in our lead generation is a software program that we own and that we manage actually, and we can generate all the relevant information for every registered business in the world. Okay, so and that includes the name of the owner, the street address, the email, the phone call, his pay-per-click expenditure on Google, etc., etc., etc. So that's how we approach these people. And also the other part of the lead generation is we work with professional companies who do that for us. So we outsource actually the leads that we want to send to our customers.
Okay, so you're saying you set up these niche specific templates.
Yes.
You use every trick in the book to get traffic: Facebook, LinkedIn, magazines, special software, lead generation companies. And
Yes.
so if I'm understanding, and the goal is to charge local businesses $2,500 a month in order to send leads to them and get the phone ringing. And is there a number of like guaranteed leads, or like what's the offer exactly? If you go to the architect and you say, architect, you will pay me $2,500 per month, then what does the architect get in return?
Yeah, so actually we have based our business on a subscription model, right? So the architect, he buys, if you want, like 10 leads per week or 10 phone calls per week. So we are not using pay-per-click, but pay-per-call, right? So he pays to receive 10 phone calls or 25 phone calls or 100 phone calls per week. from people who are looking for his specific services in his specific area. So our clients actually are always very, very satisfied because through these leads that call them, they improve their bottom line. And that's the only thing that matters for an entrepreneur that's making more money every week.
Okay, so you say we'll send you this number of phone calls per week to match that price that they pay. And
Yes.
so like what sorts of like objections or questions does the local architect or dentist have? Do they ask things like, well, like how many phone calls do I need? Or do they ask like how many phone calls convert? Like what sort of resistance do you get when you bring this offer to these local businesses?
Yes, the bigger part of our clients, they are already generating leads from somewhere. Okay, so a lot of them are working with Google pay-per-click, of course, and but they know that they pay actually a lot of money for a lot of useless clicks. And the phone calls they get from us are already qualified, so there's never a loss of money. So let's say the lead cost is $50. So if they have 10 prospects every week, that's $500 a week, and it's up to them to close the customer, to make the appointment, etc., etc. Also, we offer additional services, but certain entrepreneurs, they don't want to do the administrative stuff, and we close the appointment and we make the meeting for the clients that we have.
Interesting. Okay,
So
so
they're
you
always
can even
satisfied.
make the appointment.
Yeah, they're always satisfied because the cost of the lead is, let's say, 10% of the average cost of the average revenue of their customer per month. So actually, after one paid customer, they have their lead cost back.
And so, and it's good for us to talk numbers and theories, but do you have an interesting story about one of these businesses that you've helped out, an interesting case study where you approached them and they're making a certain amount of money in their business, and then because of your services, they were able to increase that? Does any specific business come to mind that you've helped?
Yes, indeed. I had this young dentist actually just finished university, and he needed to start with a portfolio of people with toothaches, and he was trying to find new patients online through Google in this case. He paid thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars per month for these worthless clicks, because these patients, they called him eventually, but they did not always make the appointment, right? So what we are delivering actually are leads who are locally based and who have a problem, and our client has the solution. So it's like they convert our leads up to 80% easily. You understand?
Interesting.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And he started 6 months before he met us, and well, 6 weeks after he started working with us, he already tripled his number of patients, and he's still a customer. He was one of our first customers, by the way.
And when you say he tripled the number of patients, do you know what the starting point and the finishing point was, the exact number of patients?
Yes. Today, you have to wait 2 months before you can make an appointment. So his schedule is full, full, full. So
Wow.
that says it all. Yeah, that says it all. Yeah.
And so as far as like someone joining your program and you say, here's my proven system, here's my way to get your leads, what does someone have to do to land some of these clients? Do they have to like walk in the door physically? Do they make phone calls? How does a student of yours land a local business using your system?
Yeah, I like that question because I did not mention it yet, but everything is done for you. Everything is done for you because we have the business running already. So you can profit from our expertise and our experience, and we lay the basis for a successful business for you. But on top of that, we will help you with different things in the course of the next 3 years. And so after the course, after the first 3 months, we will focus on one niche of your choice, yes, and where we will provide the leads and you will pay for them, of course, but the profits will go to your bank account and not so much to our bank account at that point. The thing is that our students, our partners actually, we expect them not only to make that $1 million after these 3 years, but they are expected to make between $3 and $4 million in these 3 years with what we will teach them after the first course actually. So we work this way. So the challenge and the program that we are offering is an investment of one-time investment out of pocket. And every monthly investment after that will come out of profit. Okay?
Interesting.
So the lowest entry point is $2,000. Yes? And that's for 60 leads. Okay? 60 leads at $500, so that's $30,000. So you invest 2,000 one time and you make 30,000 within 1 month. So that's not 15%, that's 1,500%, right? So then you will be willing to reinvest another 2,000, another 2,000 for the rest of the 3 years out of your profits, right? And we will help you to put enough money aside to pay for all your expenses the next month. And then we will help you not save money, but capitalize money. So build a capital, yes, next to your business actually. So you will have income as much as you want. You will be able to pay all your bills forever and ever, and you will build a capital that will grow month after month after month. Okay.
And if this is done for you and it's so easy, why don't you just do it? Why is there the outside investor and coming off of the profit? Why don't you just do all of this?
But I'm already doing that.
Okay.
But the challenge is to help 1,000 other people to achieve the same that I am achieving. So me, I don't mind sharing 20% of my revenue. The revenue is skyrocketing already. So that's not the point. You understand?
So you say your goal is 1,000 students. How many do you have so far?
Yes, I like that question too, because now I'm looking actually for just 50 of them to test drive the whole program, the whole formula, the whole coaching. Okay. And in the course of the next months, with these 50 people, we will also organize podcasts, we will organize virtual summits, we will organize other events to make them enjoy the benefits that the actual clients afterwards will enjoy. And so by December of this year, we will have over 81,000 customers, yes, that we will allocate, if you will, under this 1,000 candidates millionaire. Now, I will find these 50 very easily, but also this 1,000 we find very easily. You know, both in the UK and in the US, I have through joint ventures I have a list of over 300,000 internet marketers, right?
Okay.
So, and I only need 1,000. So people will be fighting. But we will structure everything so everybody that enters the program will also exit the program successfully.
So I like your strategy here that I mean, you have come across many different obstacles, roadblocks, and
Yeah.
your strategy is, well, how can I make the math make sense? What is
Yes.
my schedule? What is my timetable, my calendar? And then as far as making it happen, you're thinking, well, I'll just use every possible strategy I can, from having this big list, from making these leads to doing the podcasting. It's just, I hear a lot of just every possible avenue. Why not use that? And so I know that you said before we began recording that you're in between websites, that the website is down, but you'll have a new one. In the meantime, is there any contact information, or is there any way for people to contact you until the website is ready?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I can give you my email address that I use for the moment, and
Okay.
that is charliediamondconsulting@gmail.com. So very easy, Charlie Diamond Consulting. That's one of my companies at gmail.com.
charliediamondconsulting@gmail.com. Shoot
Yes.
him a message asking about this business opportunity. And as we wrap up, wind down, Charlie, is there anything that we left out of our conversation today? Anything that you think we missed or skipped over that is worth mentioning?
Yes. So during these 3 years, the partners will have to do nothing much besides working on their own business, but we will meet twice a week online in a webinar of 1 hour on Tuesdays and on Thursdays, and that for 36 months in a row. So will be, but that's the only thing you will have to do. And we will also joint venture partner with 9 other big internet entrepreneurs. Maybe you would be, or you could be one of them. And so we will help them market or sell as an affiliate 9 of these high-paying programs on top of the challenge that we are having. But we will also, and that's the important thing, we will talk a lot about finances and numbers and business, but I am not in the marketing business, okay? I am into business marketing, which is slightly different, right? And I'm in the people business. That's what it's all about. That's why I'm not worried to share 20% of my revenue. I mean, that doesn't make any difference in my life, but it's about people. So our company and companies, and also this project, it is important that we are being ethical, that we are being helpful towards people, respectful towards people, that you can have the lifestyle of your dreams, but without scamming anything or anyone. That's very, very, very important. So the social responsibility of everyone in this program, they will be vetted, by the way, of course, because there's a lot of money and taxes involved also. So the people will be vetted, but they will need like some purpose in their life besides making money in their business. And that's why we will also set up a private charity for every one of our participants. And we will also help every one of these 1,000 would-be millionaires to have at least 1,000 affiliates under their belt within these 3 years. So it's not only $1 billion, but it's also 1 billion affiliates actually.
Interesting. Cool. So
1
you're
million
giving back
affiliates
with
in 1,000 days, I mean. Yeah.
Okay, so you're giving back to the charity, and then also you're setting up the affiliate program to continue
Yes,
this forever into the future. I like the way that you think. You think in huge scale terms. It's
yes.
amazing to hear your thought process. Charlie Diamond Consulting at gmail.com. And in these final seconds here, Charlie, with all of your ups and downs in life, with all the things that have gotten in the way of your success, and you've had to scramble and make new plans, is there any final lasting life advice that you would like to share with us? Anything that you personally have found very helpful?
Yes. Well, there's two, three things. When I was in dire straits, I was always thinking of that one saying from Rockefeller, and he said, "I have been very poor and I have been very rich, and I like very rich better." You understand what I mean? I have been in very difficult situation, and I've always uh, kept thinking, you can do it. It's all in your head. So stay the course, and you will succeed. And I can say the same for everyone, but you cannot do it on your own. So you need that help, and that's why I want to share everything I have from the past as experience and expertise with these 1,000 people.
I love it. Fantastic, amazing. Charlie Diamond Consulting at gmail.com. Contact him, and we will see you there and see how it works out with these 1,000 students, $1,000 a day, 1,000 days. Thank you very much, Charlie.